Hello, this is Mr. Cruz. Welcome to History 1010 World Problems. We are at Madonna University in Livonia, Michigan. Today's date is February 22nd, 2015. It's a little colder here in Detroit than it is in Dubai. Hope you're enjoying your weather. But we're freezing over here, and this is just a little overview of the syllabus in the class. Please keep in mind you're required to read the syllabus. Now, one thing I always hated, first day of class in college, is when the professor reads the entire syllabus to us word for word. Kind of painful experience. So I'm not going to do that here. I'm going to assume you know how to read. The syllabus is located in multiple spots on the Blackboard site. So please, you're required to read it. I'm just going to blow through it real quick and touch on a few items. Okay, the telephone number. I wouldn't even bother using it. This is a number on campus, and I'm not on campus very often. Okay, I'm teaching online. I also teach at another college. I'm a full-time high school teacher as well. There's a little bio page on me on a Blackboard site if you want to check it out. My credentials, etc. Let's see if this guy knows what he's doing. Here's the email address. It's very important. This is the Madonna address. This is my personal email address right here. This one goes right to my phone, so I'll know when you email me right away. Either one I'll answer. I do the best I can to answer emails twice a day. I try to do even more than that, but at the minimum twice a day. And I try very hard to make sure you get a 24-hour turnaround, if not sooner. And I try harder to get even sooner than that. If you don't hear from me in 24 hours, sometimes I get so buried in emails, I can easily overlook one. So please don't think I'm trying to be rude and not answer you. If you don't hear back from me in 24 hours, hit me up with another email, little reminder. Hopefully that won't happen too often, but it does. Here's a description of the course. I'm going to be talking about United States foreign policy, events in the world, what is the U.S.'s perspective here. And on that note, please do not think for a moment you have to give me an opinion that you think I want to hear. My job as an educator is to teach you how to think critically and analyze and explain and summarize. As an intellectual, you should have an informed opinion rather than just an opinion. Now, what is that opinion? As long as it's an informed opinion, my job is done. I try the best I can never to have any of my personal beliefs, political or otherwise, surface in a classroom, whether it's a traditional classroom or an online classroom. So be proud of what you believe politically, what your opinion is. Just understand, other people in the discussion board that you're going to make comments on, not everybody agrees, and that's okay. You can disagree with your peers, you can disagree with the book, you can disagree with me, just do it respectfully. And again, not that I try to push out any of my politics, but a student could disagree with me on every level of every topic that we study, and that student can still get an A as long as they do the work and do it in a respectful manner. So you're not here to figure out what I want to hear. Have confidence in your opinions. Okay, here's our tax grade decisions. Make sure it's 2015. These are two websites we'll be using amongst, along with others. And these aren't the only two. They talk about additional supplies there. This varies. This is what you can expect, but we all have different learning styles. I'm going to talk about pacing yourself in a minute. This is a participation policy. Please read this. I'm not going to read it to you. There's your procedures. We're going to hit on plagiarism in a minute when I do the review. I have the safe assign. It's flawless. I'm going to repeat this a few times. Do not plagiarize. Please do not plagiarize. Your participation, what's required of you, what's a posting, how many you're supposed to have. It's all in here. Make sure you read that. This is the part everybody turns to in the syllabus. How am I going to be graded? All right, long story short, if you do your job and I do my job, this should be very smooth. You should learn a lot without getting stressed out. and I try to make this a positive experience for everybody. I don't want a negative experience, and neither do you. So as long as we both do our jobs, nobody gets lazy, it should be. There's a grading scale. Again, academic integrity, which we're going to talk about. Make sure, please fill out the evaluation. It really helps me, helps the university. Any technical issues, our help desk is very good. They're really good people, and they know what they're doing. Please, and I am not the one to answer technical issues. I cannot leave Detroit and fly to Dubai and fix your computer, although I would like to because it's freezing. And I've never been to Dubai, so let's check it out. But that's not going to happen, so make sure you contact the help desk with any issues. Now, I'm not going to go over the whole schedule, but just to give you an idea. As of right now, February 23rd, this is what you're doing. You're going to examine the syllabus in the Blackboard site. You're going to study great decisions. Study meaning read. Read for understanding. Don't decode words. There's a difference. And there's going to be your first discussion board is going to be on current events of your choice. So you pick a current event you're interested in. Summarize, give an opinion on that current event. Then other students will comment on it. And then you will comment on other students. You're going to be graded on this. Again, see the syllabus for the minimum requirements on discussion board posting. March 2nd, I'll put up a discussion board on what you've read. So you're going to have until March 2nd to have this read and get ready to talk about it. Again, express an informed opinion rather than just an opinion. If you do the assignments in a timely fashion, the assessments are pretty easy. You're not going to have to memorize a bunch of stuff. It's not, you're not going to regurgitate a bunch of facts. You're going to do writing and discussions of what you've been studying. Okay, again, if you do your job and I do my job, it should be very easy. Okay, a little overview of the class and the syllabus and online classes in general. This is what's been my experience as an online student and an online instructor. Generally, these are the 5 things students do that are successful in online classes. Nothing difficult. You don't have to be a genius. But here's 5 do's. 5 things I highly recommend you do. Check the website daily and participate in the discussion board. Not that there's going to be something new every day, but if you keep it as part of your daily routine, maybe just 5 minutes, just check everything out. It stays on your radar, and you won't do something that is probably the number 1 issue with online classes, which we'll talk about. Check it daily. Check your email daily. Not that I'm gonna email you every day. I'm not. I have a life too. But it's good to check your email so you're aware of what's going on in a timely fashion. So when I do email you, I'm going to be emailing you an extra credit assignment. It's not on the syllabus. And it's an opportunity for you to make up some points. Now, some teachers don't like extra credit, and I understand what the research says. I'm still a fan of it because life happens. You might have a week you were busy, you were sick. There's other things going on in your life besides this class. I understand that. So I give an extra credit assignment that can save your grade. It's a substantial amount of points, and it's not a ton of work. So check your email for things like the extra credit assignment. Pace yourself. Do a little work each day. Very important. Be respectful to your peers. I talked about this earlier. You can disagree with me, disagree with other people in the class. Just do it in a respectful manner. And again, life happens. If you need something, ask. That's what I'm here for. If you need help, my job is to help you. My job is to teach you. If you already knew everything and you were perfect, you wouldn't need to take this class. Okay, now 5 don'ts. The number 1 killer of online classes is procrastination. And I'm being a total hypocrite here. When I started taking online classes, it was a brand new concept. I just kind of figured out what the heck the interweb was. And now they have me taking online classes. It was almost too much freedom for me and for a lot of students. I've seen good students just bomb out of an online class because they put things off and they got buried and they kind of forgot about it because there's no class to drive to. It's very easy to procrastinate. Don't do it. The second biggest killer of grades in an online class: if you plagiarize, you're going to fail the class. Don't cut and paste. Don't plagiarize. Trust yourself. Do the best you can. Mistakes I can handle. You're supposed to make mistakes, and I'm supposed to help you with those mistakes. That's my job. So relax. If you make mistakes, it doesn't make sense, I'll say, hey, work this up, change this, change that. I don't know what you meant by that. We can work it out, no problem. But what you can't do is cheat. If you plagiarize, the safe assigned software is going to bust you. I'm obligated to report you to the university. And now it becomes a negative experience for both of us. And I want this to be a positive experience for both of us. I'm trying to be the good guy. Don't make me be the bad guy. Don't plagiarize. Okay, again, make sure, please, we're not going to insult other people on the discussion board. I don't care if you're extremely liberal. I don't care if you're extremely conservative. I don't care if you're a moderate in your political reviews. I don't care what religion you believe in, which one you don't believe in. That's all. You have a right to all of that, and you have a right to be proud of that. Just express yourself in a respectful manner. Just understand other people may have different opinions than you, different belief systems than you. We can disagree and have, dialogue that is in a professional and academic manner. That's what we're looking for. So please, let's not be insulting. Let's not be rude. We can all disagree with each other during the whole class, and everybody can still get an A. Okay, don't forget about the class because you're busy. This may sound like common sense, but you won't believe. People just forget. We're all very busy. We all have a lot going on. Don't forget about the class. Don't drop the class because something went wrong. I really hate when this happens and the student just disappears. I have a really good track record, if I must say so myself. I help my students. I go out of my way to understand if something goes wrong, but I can't help you if you don't ask. If you just disappear, you drop the class, you drop off my roster again. As much as I would like to come in Dubai and get out of this cold in Detroit, I can't. So please, talk to me. If something goes wrong, we can work it out. And again, I have a huge extra credit assignment. It's huge point-wise, but it's not a lot of work. That saves a lot of people. Because, things go wrong sometimes. Maybe you forgot to post something, whatever. So, please read the syllabus. This was not to replace the syllabus, this video. Just a little introduction. And it was to just do an overview of the syllabus and an overview of the class. So when you have time, read the syllabus, check everything out, and if something doesn't make sense, if you're not sure what you're going to do, I'm going to send you emails. What are we doing right now? That's going to be the title of the email. I'm going to remind you what you should be doing at this particular time in the class. So again, check emails. I'll be reminding you, and if you don't understand something, you're unsure, just ask. That's what I'm here for. So I hope you enjoy the class. Again, it should be stress-free. Really, everybody should get an A. If you've watched the do's and don'ts list alone, everybody in here should get an A, and that's always my goal. I would love to give every single student an A. So take care. Start your readings. If you need anything, let me know. Have a good night.